What's going on, brothers and sisters? Your boy JT, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Signings. A little bit of a different one again. I'm a little bit sunburnt. My brain is all over the gaff. The sun is really getting me over at day 4. But there's still another mouth-watering day of Leeds United transfer news to get your teeth stuck into. And we're going to be starting over at Huddersfield, but it is over at Leeds United, and it is our pursuit of Huddersfield Town midfielder Lewis O'Brien. And according to journalist Pete O'Rourke, the move now has got real legs to it. The 23-year-old was on the radar of the West Yorkshire outfit last summer before he committed his future to his boyhood club, but could finally be on the move in the coming months. What is the latest news involving O'Brien? And that is the question that is on every single person's lips right about now. Well, a recent report from The Sun revealed that Leeds manager Jesse Marsch is planning a renewed attempt to prize O'Brien away from Huddersfield. It is believed that the Terriers were planning on offering the engine room operator a new contract if they won promotion to the Premier League, but they didn't. So despite him penning that 4-year deal, he may be on the way. The versatile ace has now been one of the second-tier standout performers over the last couple of campaigns and seems set to make his step up to the top flight. Oh my god, I can barely speak right now. But I was speaking to you guys about it, and it was really split responses from you guys. Half of you guys were saying, look, I'm not going to lie to you, James. I don't think that he was very good in that playoff final. I don't think he's going to be able to make the step up to the Premier League. The golfing quality is just too much. Other people saying, look, if you watched him throughout the season, he was actually sensational and he could easily make that step up. Now, I'm not so sure. If I see him come in, I want to see him come along with someone else. And I think to me, it does make a big difference how much the price is. They're reporting here that it is going to be that £10 million release clause. Other people were reporting before that it was going to be £15 million. Is it going to be 10? Is it going to be £15 million? These are big differences. And we have to realise that. I think for £10 million it's a good steal. I think we'll be able to get someone alongside him, whether that be a Grealish, whether that be even a Tyler Adams. I don't care who, but someone alongside him. I think that could be a good deal. And we might be losing Kalvin Phillips in the process. That is right. Apparently, Liverpool are really interested in Kalvin Phillips. And now they're, in fact, in transfer talks. This is scary, scary news if you're a Leeds United fan. Leeds United central midfielder Kalvin Phillips is attracting increasing interest ahead of the summer transfer window. According to a report by Spanish publication Sport Via Metro, they claim that Liverpool have ended their pursuit of a deal for Barcelona midfielder Gavi, with the 17-year-old now looking set to put pen to paper on a new deal at the Camp Nou, and have now entered talks with the Whites regarding a move for the English international. So not only are Barcelona screwing us over by not giving us enough money for Raphinha, not only are they screwing us over by putting ridiculous price tags on Serginho Dest, now they're stopping Liverpool from getting Gavi and forcing them to come over and get Kalvin Phillips. I'm not too happy about that, to be honest. I could not think of anything worse than Kalvin Phillips going to Liverpool, to be honest. The report goes on to state that both Man City and Man United are also keeping a very close eye on the situation. However, Man United are already out of the equation. City, could they prize him away? They're probably the favourites right now, but with Liverpool getting involved, I'm not so sure. Recent reports suggested that despite his continued links with a move away from Ellen Road, Phillips would be more than happy to remain at Ellen Road beyond the closure of the transfer window, suggesting that he was in fact going to sign a new contract. This is why I'm so confused. A few days ago, we were all sipping pina coladas, knees sliding down the stairs, thinking Kalvin Phillips was signing a new contract. Next thing you know, he's in talks with Liverpool. Next thing you know, Man City is still gunning for him. It's tough. Where would you rather see him go? Would you be more devastated to see him go to Liverpool or Man City? Or do you want him to stay? I mean, obviously you want him to stay, but where would you be more devastated to find him going? You know, whether that be winning the league at Man City or playing a bit part role in a team that's probably going to struggle to get top 4 next season in Liverpool. Now, whichever team you think he's going to go to, let me know which one you guys think down in the comment section down below would annoy you a little bit more. For me, I think I'd rather see him go to City. However, I wouldn't really want to see him go to any of them. I hope he signs a new contract. I don't know why we haven't done this a hell of a lot sooner, but Anyway, guys, that is that one. However, in slightly more positive news, Leeds are interested in Red Bull Salzburg striker Junior Adamu. That's right, we're going for all the RB Salzburg Dons. Not just one, not just two. We're trying to get 3, 4, 5, whether it be the former Dons in Takumi Minamino or the current Dons in Christensen and now Junior Adamu. Sky Sports Austria reported that the Whites could be looking to sign a third RB Salzburg player this summer. Of course, the Whites already have one signing through the door this window, Brendan Aronson, who arrived shortly after Jesse Marsh's men secured survival in the Premier League, 3 days after, to be precise. Really quick with that one. Rasmus Christensen sets to be the second report. Yes, he is. And it now seems another player could be offered a chance to move from Austria to Ellen Road. Sky Austria reporting that Leeds want Adamu along with Southampton and West Ham. Meanwhile, RB Leipzig, Eintracht Frankfurt, Hertha Berlin also won the 21-year-old. Adamu scored 9 goals and provided 5 assists in all competitions last season. He also made his debut for the Austrian national team late last year. Look, I don't know where this story has come from. To be honest, I really don't know where this story has come from. Well, I can see it's come from the boot room, but I don't know where it's come from. It seems to have been plucked out of thin air. We seem to be being linked with every guy and his dog coming from Brass and Ball Sport Salzburg. And I don't know. Does anybody know a little bit more about him? I haven't had enough time to do a bit of research because I am away, so I haven't had enough time to do a lot of research on this guy. I don't know that Adamu is... I don't know that he's a fantastic fit for the Premier League. Compared to some of the other names that we've been talking about, I don't think Adamu is really up to scratch, to be honest. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comment section down below. Do any of you know a little bit more about him? Maybe he'd be more happy to play back up to Patrick Bamford, but I don't like the fact that we're just going after all these RB Salzburg Dons, to be honest. However, one guy that I do like the look of a little bit more, which I was surprised you guys were a little bit more tepid about, is a guy who Leeds could be snagging for £13 million, and that is BRERETON DIAZ. Blackburn will sell him for £13 million, and Leeds are very, very interested to snap him up for that price tag. Leeds want BRERETON DIAZ and may only have to spend £13 million to sign the Blackburn Rovers striker this summer, according to a report from The Sun. Leeds are continuing to step up their summer plans. Of course, Brendan Aronson is already through the door. Yes, Rasmus Christensen also looks to be coming. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Come on, my son. Give me something more here. Leeds really suffered not having Patrick Bamford the majority of the past campaign. Yes, he did. He really did. BRERETON DIAZ as form has come something of a surprise. In total, he has scored 39 goals in 170 championship games, and obviously more than half of those strikes came this year. But he is only 23 years old, and there's plenty of time for the former Notts Forest man to improve further. At £13 million, there is really the potential for the Leeds deal to be an absolute steal. Tony Mowbray described him as extraordinary, and I think he is. He is really hitting form. Of course, like you say, he's 23. So a lot of people may be looking at that and saying, why is he only just striking now? Why is he only just starting to improve now? If he was that good of a player that we were looking for, surely by the age of 19, 20, he would have started showing some sort of potential, some sort of promise like this. But some players just age at different times. You get some players like Wayne Rooney who come off at 16 years old. They're fully developed muscularity-wise, probably not mental-wise, but they come bursting onto the scene, banging goals in left, right, and centre. Some players are late bloomers. Some players are, like a Jesse Lingard. He didn't start really developing until he was 22, 23, 24. And it could be the same thing here with BRERETON DIAZ. And he can also play a little bit deeper. He can play in a 10 role. He's very versatile. I think he could be a very good option for Leeds United. And I'm really excited about this. What a steal as well. £13 million for BRERETON DIAZ. I'd be much more happy to get BRERETON DIAZ than I would be in Junior Adamu. I don't know about you guys, but I much prefer the BRERETON DIAZ deal. Like it says here, 22 times last season, 22 goals. And if you compare that to Patrick Bamford scored 14 goals in his last championship campaign with Leeds, and then scored 17 in his next Premier League campaign. BRERETON DIAZ could go from scoring 22 to 25. He could also go from scoring 22 to 13. So it is a gamble, obviously, but I think it's a very good gamble and a gamble worth taking. I really do. Let me know what you guys think about that one down in the comment section down below. But it does look really exciting. And just finally, the last story of the day, Leeds eye Gonzalo Plata. That is right. Leeds' links to the Sporting Lisbon man Gonzalo Plata don't seem to be going away. And according to Portuguese newspaper O Jogo, Leeds are looking very, very close to securing the £8.5 million youngster who could really be the next Raphinha if he does develop in the way people are saying. Obviously, like we said when we did break into the statistics before, 6 goals and 5 assists in the second league of the Spanish division. It's not the best. It isn't the best. And if you're comparing to the step up in the Premier League, you don't know. But as we were just talking about with Patrick Bamford, you never know how someone's going to make the step up. They could improve, you know, playing against and with better players, they can suddenly get a lot better and they can start doubling their numbers. Maybe he might absolutely brick the bed and completely fall flat on his face. I'm not too sure. Again, what I have seen from him though, very, very exciting, rapid, extremely dynamic, and he could feature in that wide number 10 role. I think he gives us a lot of versatility. Is it right that he should potentially play over Somerville? I'm not sure, but he does give us a lot more options going over there. And if we are potentially going to lose Raphinha or Jack Harrison, who knows? Who knows? I think he could be a very good offer. And finally, about Raphinha, Leeds United get a major boost as Barcelona look at Angel Di Maria as a Raphinha alternative. That is right. This was an old story, of course, from the June 3rd. However, it does look like Raphinha is really off the radar and Barcelona are getting very close to signing Angel Di Maria. So where will Raphinha go? Will he stay? And if he does stay, will Plata have a role to play? I'm not too sure. I didn't mean to make it rhyme, but I did. And what I will say to you guys is thank you guys very much for watching. It's been a pleasure speaking to you guys as always. But for now, guys, au revoir, my brothers and sisters.